Project Lakate Sichais, Parshas Chayei Sarah, Shabbos Mevarchim Kislev.
Parshas Chayei Sarah is read most of the time on Shabbos Mevarchim Kislev, the month in which the menorah does shine. In the Parsha we learn that Sarah and Rivka's candles remain lit all week. So what makes the lights of Hanukkah so much more unique? What was the miracle of Hanukkah's first day? If there was enough oil to last for one day, then why do we say that the Hanukkah miracle lasted for 8 days? To explain what actually happened, there are 3 ways. Number 1, the quantity of the oil increased miraculously, either because after the menorah was filled each night, the jug stayed as full as can be, or because after the first night, although the jug was empty and the situation looked grim, each morning the cups were replenished and were still full with oil to the brim. The problem with this explanation is that in order to fulfill the mitzvah obligation, the oil had to be squeezed from an olive naturally. New oil from heaven it couldn't be. 2. The quality of the oil changed miraculously. The oil lasted for 8 times longer than it could usually. Either the oil was divided into 8 parts, and only 1 part was used each night to light, or the menorah was filled, but only 1/8 of the oil was consumed each night. The problem with this explanation is that in order to fulfill the mitzvah obligation, with the amount of a half a lug, the cups had to be filled each night completely. This measurement was set because for the longest winter nights it was necessary. Number 3, Hashem didn't just do something impossible that we could only imagine, like the splitting of the sea or the miracle of Purim. But Hashem did the impossible of the impossible. 2 opposite things he did combine. The fire consumed the oil and didn't consume the oil at the same time. It's something that we can't understand, like writing and not writing at the same time with your hand, or like the impossibility of incomprehending how at the same time a person could stand still and climb. An example of this we find in the Torah with the aron that had to be 1.5 by 2.5 ames exactly. Yet it didn't take up any space in the Kodesh HaKodashim, which was the holiest place. Hashem performed the miracle of the oil to the highest degree. The impossible of the impossible came to be. The reason that Hashem performed the Hanukkah miracle in this way is to reciprocate the love that the Yidden did display. The Maccabees fought the Greeks above and beyond logic every step of the way, and we can learn from them today. Each and every one of us must display Mesiras Nefesh in Hashem's army. Together we will bring Mashiach speedily.